eluding arrest with a band on the run. Get in touch via text at 0295. Let us know who your favourite crime fighter is. KG100 says, loved watching The Fall Guy when I was young. Can't beat a crime fighting stuntman. There you go, Paul. Do you feel vindicated? He does. He's got a wee smile on his face that somebody agrees with him. Kate and Sunny Oban says, you mentioned Canada there. Do you remember the one with the Mountie? Due South maybe? Loved it, but didn't get many seasons years ago. I do remember it. I was a big fan of it.
He used to taste a lot of things with his mouth.
He used to crouch down and pick up like
cigarette butts, and then he would lick it and go, well, that's someone with a distinctive cologne.
What was that called? Due South?
It was called Due South.
Because I always get that and the other one mixed up with the guy.
Because the theme tune was Due South. Da, 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 da.
Cool. I joined in with a bit of clapping there, Paul. You liked it. Can I suggest D.I. Jimmy Perez in the TV series Shetland? I found him quite clever and always calm despite the circumstances, says Mrs. Harris. P.S. I'm scared of Ian McShane since seeing his performance in Space 1999. Pure fear, terror. Still, now, every time there's a blackout. Well, I think we've all got an actor like that who's just been in something that's put us right off him. For me, it's Kevin Bacon.
And what?
Loads of stuff.
The Woodsman.
The Woodsman, Sleepers. He was in another film.
What was Mystic River? Was that the one?
Yeah, I don't know if that was Kevin Bacon or Keith Sutherland. I always get them mixed up.
I think Kevin Bacon was in Mystic River.
But Kevin Bacon played baddies in a lot of stuff when I was a very young
Hollow
child.
Man.
And I was very frightened of him. And I'm sure he's a lovely fella. And do you know what? His wife plays one of my favourite detectives on TV, Brenda Lee Johnson, the closer. One of the best detectives, works for the LA Major Crimes Unit. Such a vast knowledge of TV crime solvers. And his daughter was in that show as well with her, playing her niece. So again, a lot of families hiring families on shows, on
so
crime
they
shows.
should.
I like that a lot, though. I like that a lot. Thank you so much for getting in touch. Jane Jones says Stavros.
That was Kojak's brother. That was the character Kojak's brother played.
George Savalas also directed Kojak, according to Jane Jones. So we're keeping it in the family. Bill Amos and Drich Kirkliston says, what is wrong with you people? Surely the best theme music has to be the mid-70s classic The Rockford Files. James Garner as P.I. Jim Rockford. It was also very funny. It's a good theme tune. It's a good shout, but I like what I like and Paul likes what he likes. And
I like everything.
I know. And what is your best theme tune of a TV series just out of all of them? Like, that you love the most? Mine is Game of Thrones. When I hear that, I feel like a dragon myself, Paul. I literally lifted my arms out wide like I was going to fly.
I got a bit scared. You've got a mighty wingspan.
Thank you. I don't really. I've got tiny short arms.
I bet your jumper hides that.
My other picks for detectives, because we're running out of time, was Catherine Coward from Happy Valley. She's amazing. She's also really funny, played by Sarah Lancashire.
I didn't see any of that.
I watched clips of it and that's all I needed. Special Agent Dana Scully from The X-Files, who I think is a phenomenal sleuth, and Lenny Briscoe from Law and Order, aka Jerry Orbach, aka the dad from Dirty Dancing, aka the Candlestick from Beauty and the Beast. He played that character to his death. He loved that character. Anybody who's ever been in a Law and Order talks about getting to play with him, getting to be on a screen with him, how professional he was, how he knew everybody's lines, and they never really go into family drama in Law and Order, right? It's all very about the crime, as opposed to NYPD Blue, which was all about the family and the people's relationships and stuff. Law and Order kept that a lot cleaner. It's about the crime, but Jerry Orbach was like, I'm in, I love it, but I want an Emmy. So they literally wrote him an emotional storyline so that he could get his Emmy, which I just love. I love him. I think he's one of the best detectives, and he had great ties.
And he played what did he play? A candlestick?
A candlestick in Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
And he played Baby's dad in Dirty Dancing. Like, my three favourite things in the whole wide world: Beauty and the Beast, Law and Order, Dirty Dancing. He's touched all three. I love him. And he sang Be Our Guest. Paul, quickly tell me the ones we missed out for you.
My last ones were John Shaw and Dennis Waterman in The Sweeney.
Okay.
and David Hasselhoff as Michael Knight in
No,
Knight Rider.
don't accept it.
He fought crime.
Did not fight crime.
He fought crime every week.
Just created a big giant carbon footprint and did weird things to that motor.
You don't know, that car sounded very electric to me. That was an electric vehicle.
It was not an electric
I don't ever remember
vehicle.
an episode where it's like, "Hi, Michael. I require diesel." It's like never happened.
Definitely, she's not a diesel car. She's definitely like a lady. She
It's
likes
a he.
unleaded petrol. Kit was a lady.
What are you talking about? It was voiced by the teacher from Boy Meets World.
I always thought it was a girl.
No, in a man's voice.
But her name was like Kitty. Like Kit.
Doesn't matter. It was voiced by Mr. Feeney from Boy Meets World.
I always got the energy that Michael and the car loved each other.
No.
Well, I clearly have misread yet another situation.
Maybe you're thinking of the evil Kit, which was Cat.
Was she a girl?
No.
Okay. Here's... I can't see, that's too far away.
Sticks.
With Renegade.